So there's one more thing that I want to talk about from a formatting perspective that makes interacting with numbers, especially larger numbers, quite a bit easier, and that is number formatting. So if you look up here, you're going to have these formatting tools for numbers when you deal with them. Now, we're not so concerned about where we have words or letters in here, but specifically more when we look at our numbers. So let's say again we're selecting this confirmed cases for the United States for coronavirus. Now, you're going to notice you have these tools here, and what I want to draw your attention to is this more format. So when you click this, you're going to get a drop-down menu. So there's the automatic one that they use, and they have these different options. Now, for me, when I'm looking at larger numbers, it makes it a lot easier to know what the actual number is if I can see the commas. And you'll notice that the automatic format does not have commas in it. So I'm going to select whichever one of these I think is most appropriate, which I believe in this case is just simply going to be a regular number format. You see how now I can see easier that it's 305,000 because I have a comma there. Now, you'll notice that when I selected that, it automatically has it set to keep a decimal point. Now, I don't really care about the decimal points in this case, so that's where this tool comes in handy. See, you have the option to increase decimal places or decrease decimal places. So I'm going to click this twice to get rid of those zeros. Now, if I want to add more decimal points, let's say I was doing some calculations or something, right, that I needed to have 4 decimal points, I could simply continue going over. So again, I'm going to show this in that I'm going to select all of the data in these columns. So instead of grabbing and dragging the whole thing, I'm going to select all of these columns, and I'm going to change these all to number format. Now you'll notice that when I did this, nothing changed about these because these aren't numbers, these are words, right? So again, I don't care about my decimal points necessarily, so I'm going to get rid of my decimal points. And now I've got numbers that are easier to read because I've got my commas in there that show me where my thousands are. I don't believe we have any millions in here, but where my thousands to tens to hundreds of thousands are on this. So that's just a quick run through of how you can use this. One thing that I do want to point out is, let's say you were doing a spreadsheet to build a budget, and you wanted it to be in dollars, right? You could actually click on the cells you want to select that way, and there's the option right here to turn things into a percent or into a currency, right? So money. When I click on money, you're going to see now that I now have a dollar sign. Let's click this one because it won't. So now you can see I have a dollar sign and I have decimal points, so that goes to my dollars and cents. Now I'm going to undo those because I don't actually want those to be dollars on there. Another thing you can do is you can change it to percentage points, right? So if I click on that, it's going to change that number to a percent. Now, obviously, we're not using those right now, so we just want whole numbers, and that's how we formatted this. But that's just a quick run through of the different things you can do. There's different styles of there's currency, financial, accounting. There's even different things if you're trying to do dates or durations of times, you can change different formats. But for right now, we just want to make sure that we can see those commas so that we can see what these numbers actually are a little better. And again, you're going to choose a number format depending on what you're doing that, based on the example here, displays how you would like it displayed in order for your purposes to be able to interact best with your spreadsheet.